Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Tats. I'm back with another video, and yeah, I know I'm definitely off of my game as far as like 4K reviews and stuff like that have been going here as lately. Um, today there was actually what I should be doing is doing 4K reviews for like Jaws 3 and Jaws 4 because those just came out on 4K, but you know, I'm gonna level with you guys, and it's not really because other people are doing them. That's not the point, but just I'm gonna come clean with everybody. Here lately, I have been succumbing to a really really bad case of FOMO. You know, collectors, everybody knows what FOMO is. If you don't know, basically means fear of missing out. You know, stuff is getting announced constantly. Um, New titles drop all the time and everything else. And I have been just going nuts, pre-ordering stuff left and right, and just kind of like oh, I and I'm just I'm sitting here. Well, Jaws 3 and Jaws 4 coming out on 4K, and it's like wow. Okay, I do enjoy Jaws 3. It's the only Jaws movie I ever get to see in the theater. Jaws 4, honestly I can wait until Black Friday to see, hopefully get that for $10. But it's just other stuff, that I'm sitting here like I want this more has been coming out, and I've been jumping on that. I've been putting in pre-orders for all kinds of stuff, from Arrow, from Scream Factory, from The Hitcher. It's like finally, and I've realized that I've never owned The Hitcher, the original one, and it's like I've been wanting to get my hands on that, and there's a pre-order for it. On Diabolic, you can get the big box set if you want that. You can get a standard Blu-ray or a standard 4K of it, stuff like that, or at least you could. I don't know. They may be sold out by now, but I don't know. But anyway, it's just stuff like that. It's like The Hitcher. Something I've never had. It's a movie I've seen, and I do like The Hitcher. It's a really good movie, but it's just nothing I've ever had. And just kind of, and it's just, and everything's just kind of, and I admit, just kind of like my concentration has just been everywhere, and I just started, and you're gonna see I've got pickups here, and I know I'm already over 2.5 minutes into the video explaining, but just everything is just there's just so much coming out, and it is overwhelming. But like I said, like for instance, just yesterday, I put in a pre-order on Diabolic because Imprint is doing the two Blair Witch movies in a collector's set, and the thing that made me jump on that was Book of Shadows. We're finally going to get Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 on Blu-ray, and to get them both in the set. I mean, I've got Blair Witch Project on Blu-ray, but it's like it's nice the idea to be able to get both of them, and stuff like that. Another thing that threw me off was here a little while ago when Walmart is going to put out more new Blu-ray steelbooks, and finally going to be able to upgrade Hannibal Rising to Blu-ray. I have all the Hannibal Lecter movies. I have the whole TV series on Blu-ray, stuff like that. And it's like finally we're going to get Hannibal Rising. I can finally upgrade to Blu-ray and get it, and all that stuff. So I mean, it's just this stuff coming out left and right. So it's really really thrown me for a loop. There was stuff I really thought I was going to be doing 4K reviews on and stuff like that. And I admit I've just been like I thought I was going to do Jaws 3 and 4. I thought I was going to do the Rocky set. I thought I was going to do this one and that one. But and just everything just kind of got thrown out of whack. But so anyway, I did pick up some stuff, and I'm really, really happy that I got this. And I just wanted to share it with you guys after almost 5 minutes of rambling and trying to explain myself. But anyway, here we go. So the first thing I got, my buddies Rob and Glenn, everybody's been telling me about this movie. I haven't seen it yet, and I can't wait to check it out. I got it. It's a 4K and a Shudder original, so it's nice to be able to add this to my growing Shudder collection. We have The Sadness, the most violent and depraved zombie movie ever made. I haven't seen this. I've heard very interesting things about it. I'm looking forward to checking this out. Unfortunately, I got to get ready to go to work, so I'll probably have to wait till like my day off to check this out. But yeah, I finally got this. I didn't get the. I think my buddy Rob has. I think it's like a media book of it or something. Um, hey Rob, if you watch this video, you can correct me down below. But I think it was like a media book. But anyway, yeah, I got this on 4K. Comes with a bunch of features and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, just wow, all kinds of good stuff. And well, do it again. Hopefully you guys can read that. You can pause if you want to read it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this is, as you can see, it's just a regular standard edition and all that kind of stuff. Now, I know you guys have watched my channel long enough to know that, you guys know I love my collector's editions. I really do. I love like a nice, my last video was, for the collector's edition of Inglourious Bastards, which I really didn't need, but I wanted it. And that's what I'm saying. But that's like another thing is like, stuff comes out, and it's like a movie like Inglourious Bastards that I really love, and to get a nice, beautiful collector's edition of it and stuff like that. I am looking into Blockbuster box sets. You can check them up on Facebook and everything, where they do like, custom slip cases. So okay, say like, maybe at some point he might, as you can see, this is a standard edition, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with owning a standard edition. But, maybe at some point he might decide to make a slipcase, a custom slipcase that I could just take this movie, put it in there. There you go. I got me a collector's edition, which would save a ton of money. So I'm looking into that, seeing like what's going on with that. But anyway, so yeah, I got this one here. But I mean, there is nothing wrong. I admit it. I mean, you guys could tell. Yes, I love my collector's editions and stuff like that. But I'm not going to cry if a standard edition is the only thing I have available to me. And I don't judge anybody for that or anything like that. I just, it's like, I'm not trying to keep up with somebody like Euphoria Pictures or, and I don't expect anybody to try to keep up with me, or anything like that, but just, when you're lucky, you're lucky. And that's the case with some of these. I just got lucky. Not, this one here is just a, order off of Diabolic. But anyway, so we got the Sadness on 4K. Happy to get that. This is a case of me getting lucky. I got this for a cheap price, and it does come with, the nice slipcover. We have Tom Savini as the Ripper. From Out of a Dream, he returns to stalk the living. Now, this one here comes with the custom slipcover on there and everything else. And I know you might be thinking, why did you want that? I'll get to that in a minute. There you go. There's on the back. You got plenty of bonus features, it's like interview with Tom Savini, commentaries, things like that, and everything else. The inside, you got, here's your disc, and out. There you can see, it's just kind of like a Tom Savini with the glowing eyes there and stuff, and now, like I said, I know some people might be looking at it like, dude, why did you want that movie? Let's be honest, okay? This is basically nostalgia bait for me, because what I mean by that is this was a movie, it's not a good movie, to be honest with you. It's really not a good movie. It's kind of a, what they used to call shot on shitio kind of movie. You could tell it was shot like on videotape and stuff like this. And, Tom Savini only shows up maybe like in the last like 10, 15 minutes of the movie. He's barely in it. But, so yeah, it's not a particularly great movie. The reason why I wanted the Giallo video, yeah, there's like, you see there, it's nice and embossed and everything. But really nice addition for a not particularly good movie. But the thing is like, as you can tell from my age, I was one of those ones. I used to frequent the video stores. And every time I went into the horror section, always staring me in the face. Every time. Even after I watched it, it was just always there, staring me in the face, was that big, black, clamshell box of the Ripper. It would just have like the eyes on it, the glowing eyes on it. And it would say Tom Savini as the Ripper and stuff like this. And, I just always remember that. So I admit this is more out of nostalgia for me. And plus, I'm just a Tom Savini fan. I love Tom Savini's work, and I've always admired him. Just as a Fangoria kid of the '80s and stuff like this. Tom Savini was one of my heroes, and just I've always I've always supported him. I've always appreciated pretty much everything he's ever done, and just this movie here is just something amazing to me. It's not a good movie, like I said, but just to finally have it and to get it with a nice slipcover and everything else, and it's just I don't know. There's not much else I can say to explain it. It's just but yeah, I mean, just I can remember every single time as a kid going into the video store, and that box was always staring me in the face, even after I watched the movie. Every time I go in there, it was just always there. But so anyway, so yeah, I got the Ripper, and I'm sure they did a really good job with this. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, the transfer or anything like that, but I'm sure they actually managed to do a really good job restoring this, even though this was shot on video and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, to finally have the Ripper in my collection, it's just, even though I know it's a movie I'm probably not going to be watching very often, but just still, I just wanted it to have it. It's just such a good movie. Well, why did I say it was such a good movie? I just say it's not a good, no, it's not a good movie, but it's a good memory. It's not a good movie, but it's a good memory, So anyway, so yeah, I promise I'm not, Anyway, so yeah, the Ripper. Now, some of my last videos, you guys have noticed that I picked up a couple of the Giallo box sets. I got the blue edition, I got the white edition, and I just decided to go ahead and go bonkers, and I picked up the other 3 Giallo box sets. Okay? I got the black, I got the red, and I got the yellow. I think that's all there are. They need to do more. But anyway, so yeah, this one I got, you're going to notice, like, this one here, this is the black set. This one has Smile Before Death, and I can't read that one. The other one, The Killer, Reserved 9 Seats. What is, the way that writing is, The Weapon, The Hour, The Motive. That's what it was. Okay, but yeah, so you got like that there. You got on the back there. Forbidden love, self-flagellating nuns, wealthy degenerates oft one by one. Arrow Video continues to unearth hidden treasures with this new volume of lesser-seen Giallo films. So, there you go. And of course, it's got to be sleazy, so there you go. So you got these 3 movies here, you got Smile Before Death. I haven't seen any of these 3. So. And this one here, The Weapon, The Hour, The Motive. And The Killer, Reserved 9 Seats. You have to admit, these are interesting titles that they come up with for Giallos. But, yeah. I just decided to go nuts. And just, I just couldn't be patient, I decided to go ahead and I just want to go ahead and get the rest of these and just have the whole set of them. So there you go. So now I got the black set. It's like, okay, we got white, we got black, we got blue, red, yellow. Okay, I guess the next one we need, if they're even still doing these, they may have decided they're not even doing these anymore, who knows. But if they're going to do another one, I guess the next color would probably be something like green or purple, something like that. Orange. Anyway, so yeah, so I got this one. I got the red box set, and this one comes with The Possessed, which I have not seen yet, The Fifth Core, which I did see in the Pajama Girl case. So, and you'll notice the difference between this one and these is this one is very much a standard edition, which, I mean, that's perfectly fine, I mean, you still got the case, and everything. You get the movies. So, yeah, so I'm not going to cry if, a couple of these are just, standard editions. I'm fine with that. But, 3 movies. And, I have to say, wow. I mean, just the more Giallos I watch, the more and more I'm really enjoying it as, like a subgenre of film. And just, some of these movies are, yeah, you do get some stinkers every now and again, but, a lot of these movies are genuinely very well-made films. And, and one thing I really like on a lot of these is the fact that you have the, you have the choice between the Italian version or the English version. And to be truthfully honest with you, I always just put on the Italian version with English subtitles. Just to me, it's like watching it that way, the movie just flows more organically than watching the movie with, bad English dubbing. And you could definitely, yeah, it's like, especially you're watching on a big 4K TV, and you could definitely see like the lip movements are not matching up to the words and stuff like that. So it just feels much more organic and everything if I just watch it in Italian with the English subtitles. But yeah, but anyway, so yeah, we got the the red box set, and yeah, you know, the fifth chord probably so far. I haven't seen the Possessed yet, but the fifth chord is probably sticking out as uh, my favorite one in this set, just because Franco Nero is such a badass. You could understand why Tarantino, really was really fond of him, and did his version of Django and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, if you ever watching, Franco Nero, he still is. The guy is a total badass. So, but anyway, so yeah, now I got the red set, and last but not least, I have the yellow set. Makes sense, right? Giallo, yellow. So yeah, and this one comes with What Have They Done to Your Daughter? I've seen all three of the movies in this set. What Have They Done to Your Daughter's Torso, and Strip Nude for Your Killer. Now here's the thing. Right before I bought this, I was thinking to myself, like, dude, do you really want to go ahead and go for this? Because Arrow is getting ready to put out Torso on 4K. And I had to do some deep dive searching into myself. Excuse me. And I realized that, honestly, Torso, I don't hate the movie, but let's be honest, I haven't watched Torso in quite a while. And that's not a good sign. It's like you want to turn around and shell out the money for a 4K for a movie that you don't even really watch that often. And then I thought about it. It's like, well, an alternative it's like, well, you want to get these. Torso is included. You still get the movie. It's going to be in high definition. You get the bonus features, all that kind of stuff. You're going to get the same thing pretty much. Plus, you get two other movies. And another, not caveat, but another advantage to getting this set was, to get Strip Nude for Your Killer, which I already have that on Blu-ray, but I have it in the Blue Underground Blu-ray with the it's called the Killer Thriller set that comes with the movies Baba Yaga and Night Train Murders. And I just had a feeling that Arrow was going to do a better transfer. It was going to look nicer and everything, and certainly enough, it does. So, and Strip Nude for Your Killer is probably one of the sleaziest movies. I mean, if you ever want to watch a movie that's just pure out and out sleaze, Strip Nude for Your Killer is the movie you want. And Edwidge Fenwick. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. God, boy, was that woman, talk about a goddess, an Italian goddess, man. I think she was Italian. I don't know. That's the worst part about this video right now, is I think I'm saying so many things wrong here. But anyway, so yeah. So I just decided, instead of shelling out the money for a 4K for a movie I'm not going to really watch, why not just get a box set with 3 movies that, I'm going to enjoy? And I did watch What Have They Done to Your Daughters, and that's actually a really good movie. And that, the movie actually does have an important message in it, because it's talking about, teenage girls and, being exploited and things like this, and, the dangers that are out there for teenage, naive teenage girls that don't know what they're getting themselves into and stuff like that. So, but anyway, so yeah. So I just decided, I'm going to go ahead and settle for this. There's plenty other 4Ks I can get my hands on, and I have. Trust me, if you see my Amazon pre-order list and you see my Diabolic pre-order list, holy hell, I got stuff coming. Oh, trust me, I'm not giving up on 4K. I got stuff coming. And hell, they just announced that Paramount, during their Paramount Presents line, they just announced, I think it's October, that To Catch a Thief, Alfred Hitchcock's movie, that's coming out on 4K. So I definitely plan to get that. I have the Blu-ray, but I do want to upgrade to the 4K. So that one's definitely going to be a pre-order. I already know that. So. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. I'm happy that I've been able to complete my Giallo collection, my Arrow Giallo collection. I still need to get going. I only got volume 1. I need to get going on the Forgotten Giallis that I think it's Vinegar Syndrome does those. But yeah, it's nice to finally get this done. So it's nice to have those. And, it's really, really nice to score a good deal on the Ripper, even though, like I've said, and I stand by what I said, okay? I know I almost corrected myself, but no. This is not a good movie, but it's a warm, good, nostalgic feeling. But to get it for a good price with the collective slipcover, I'm happy about that. So, anyway, you know, just a nice memory from my VHS days, which it's like, and finally to get The Sadness, a movie that a lot of friends have been recommending, and I am very much looking forward to checking this bad boy out, and I can't wait to see what all the hype is about. So that's it. So that's what I've been up to, guys. And like I said, I'm sorry about the lack of 4K reviews. I need to, like I said, it's just, my God, it's just everything is everywhere at this point, and it's just so much stuff just keeps coming out, and I just keep getting sidetracked. It's like, well, I want this, but I want this more, or it's like I got started, like the Giallos. It's like I started on this, I want to finish it, stuff like this. So I'm hoping I can kind of rein myself in, which I do need to do. But hopefully I can rein myself in and kind of get back on track and everything else. And I just need to get my head sorted out. So, but anyway, so, I thank anybody who took the time to watch this video. I honestly hope you enjoyed it. I really do. And if you did, I hope you leave a like. And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to the channel. And, just thank you guys for putting up with my wackiness and just my insanity. And that's it, everybody. So take care. Have a good night, everybody.